Here are a few factors you might not have thought about when looking for your perfect family home. Hi, I'm Lisa Zamora with PMZ Real Estate in Northern California, and today I want to talk about a few factors that you might not have considered when looking for your perfect family home. Number 1, size. Have you considered your family size in the future? Or are you just considering what you need right now? Because a lot of times you want to take into consideration what your projected plans might be. For now, maybe a 2-bedroom house will fit you guys just fine. But what if you have a couple more kids? Or what if you decide to get dogs? Or what if you want cats or an office or anything that you could possibly think of? You're going to want to consider that when looking for your home, because most people, when they look for their perfect family home, aren't thinking they're going to stay there for a year or two. They're looking in the future. They're hoping to build and create memories with their family in that home for years to come. Number 2, amenities. This sort of ties into size. The type of amenities that your home has is very important when your family is growing and when you're living together on a day-to-day basis. How many bathrooms does it have? Does it have a pool? Do you want a pool? Does it have a big backyard that your kids can run around and play in, or is that not really necessary because you want to be at the park more? These are all things that you want to consider when looking at the home. Is there going to be enough size for animals, or are you not pet people, so you don't need a big backyard? Do you want a garden? Well, you're going to need some space for that. All things to consider. This next one is a big one for me because it was something that I didn't consider when buying my first home because my kids weren't of age, but the school district. Now, school district is a big deal because it's where your kids are going to do most of their learning, and you want a good school district that ranks really high in areas that you find important. For example, do they have art classes? Do they offer music? Do they have extracurricular activities that your kids can be doing? Do they have an after-school program if you work late? These are all things to consider when looking at the house. Look at the school district, look at the schools nearby. That way you get an idea of where your kids are going to be spending their time when you're working. Number 4, the neighborhood. Can you tell driving around what type of neighborhood it is and if it fits your style? You might love the house, but if the neighborhood doesn't fit you, for example, if there's more singles or older couples where their kids might have moved on already, the neighborhood might not be so great for a couple with kids or a family, because those kids are going to want to do things on the weekends. They want to go out, they want to ride their bikes, they want to have friends in the area that they can just go and hang out with. And if those aren't available in the neighborhood, it's kind of a downer for them. So you want to consider that. My next factor is a little bit like neighborhood, but on a bigger scale. It's the community. So does the community have things that you can do with your kids during the year? For example, here in Lodi, we have harvest festivals and the Lodi Street Fair, and there's swimming meets that you can put your kids into, and there's extracurricular things in the community that you can put on, like, karate classes and all that sort of stuff. Extracurricular things that your kids can do or you as a family can do. Because when it comes to where you're living, you're going to want to be involved a little bit. Also, how close is everything to you? Are you out on your own, or are there parks nearby? Are there places where you can meet and mingle and things to do on the weekends or the downtimes during summer break or any of that sort of thing? These are things to consider. That way you're not just stuck at home and wondering, where can we go? What can we do? If you want help finding your perfect realtor, click here and I'll tell you just how to do that.